Siap. Nanti semua barang-barang ni I suruh staff I hantar ke rumah you to deliver fee saya belanja. Don't worry, kawan.
Yup. You make sure semua payment masuk dalam akaun mak I.
Kawan, don't worry. You have my word.
Yup, ni kunci. Ya. Dia ambil kunci spare sekali.
Apalah, you ni simpan. Kau kenangan. Ini pun I nak tukar semua lock ni lah. Dah tua. Dan pasang aircon lah. Panas juga lah.
Sekejap.
So for the summary for this movie, after his father's death, Faiz fight to keep the family bakery, Farhan Bakery, from losing customer to a modern competitor without turning his back on the family tradition. Along the process, Faiz faced multiple challenges. So the legal issue for this movie is whether or not the action of Faiz entering the bakery premises after selling it constitute a breach of contract. Or else, whether or not the contract for selling Faiz late father bakery is valid when his consent obtained under pressure.
The relevant law applicable for this particular scene is the Contracts Act 1950. This law sets out the rules and principles for contract formation, enforcement, and dealing with contracts. It ensures that when two or more parties make agreements, those agreements are fair, valid, and is enforceable by law.
So right now we interview few people about this movie. So hi Miss.
Yes.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
So right now we show you a movie clip from any random movie, and then I need you to classify this kind of law that is suitable for this clip. Okay. So Miss.
I think those reflect national law because the issue of Faiz being a pressure to sell his bakery involve a contract. This falls under a Contract Act 1915, which is a private national law enacted by Parliament. It governs agreement between the private individuals, and in this case, the agreement between Faiz and the other party is questionable, and it was made under coercion.
Any other classification?
I think a story also connects to public law because the contract law sets out the rights, duties, and obligations of private individuals in making agreements. It also regulates how parties should behave fairly in their dealings. Indo, public law ensures that Faiz's rights are protected and highlights the contract signed without free consent are voidable.
Thank you Miss.
Okay, welcome.
So right now I'm at here at She Coffee, and right now I will interview a few people from side about this movie. So let's go. Hi guys, sorry to interrupt. Can I interview you? So, okay, thank you. So right now, can I ask you guys a few questions about this movie, and then I want you guys to give your classification of law from this movie, okay?
Sure.
Okay guys, what is the classification of this law from this movie?
Since the applicable law for this particular movie scene is the Contract Act 1950, I think the first classification of law for this is written law, as it is the law made by the legislation or enacted by the Parliament. This act falls under the legislation replacing its predecessor, the Indian Contract Act 1872. As for the next classification of law, I think it falls under civil law as it deals with disputes between individuals. For example, it deals with agreement between Faiz and the Chinese man, as it governs private rights and obligations arising from agreements between individuals and entities.
So what about you?
I
Law 2. This law refers to the body of law that creates, defines, and regulates rights and obligations of individuals. So, the clip shows that once Faiz sold the bakery, he cannot re-enter the bakery anymore because he transferred ownership to the buyer. But in that scene, he re-entered the bakery without authority. So basically, Faiz breached the contract. And I've read about common law too. This law developed through judicial decision and precedent. So Faiz's case is similar to Yong Mok Hin and United Malay States Ruby Industry that the court held that breach entitles the innocent party to terminate when it goes to the root of the contract.
So any other consideration?
I don't know.
Well, thank you guys.
Ya, Syekh.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam,
Habib.
Syekh. How are you, Syekh?
I'm fine. How about you?
Ya, Alhamdulillah, I'm very fine.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Datuk Seri, bos saya sampaikan salam tahniah kepada Datuk Seri sebab dilantik menjadi Menteri Kewangan.
Ya, terima kasih.
Bos minta saya sampaikan nih.
Oh, apa ni?
4 juta ringgit sebagai hadiah sebab Datuk Seri sudi berkunjung ke hotel milik dia. Dia bangga sangat Datuk Seri singgah sini.
Saya tak boleh terima benda ni.
Jangan macam itu Datuk Seri. Ini hanya hadiah saja. Dah berpuluh tahun kami begini. Semua menteri-menteri sebelum ini pun terima saja. Tak ada masalah. Tak ada.
Saya nak beritahu kamu, pesan pada bos kamu yang saya tak akan terima benda-benda macam ni. I'm sorry, Syekh. I had to attend to him just now. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. I'm fine. Tabarakallah. But does he?
So the legal issues for this movie is whether or not the hotel manager can be charged under Section 16 and under Section 17 Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission Act 2009 for giving a gift to Anwar Ibrahim.
The relevant law for this movie is Section 16 and 17 of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission Act 2009. It is enacted to provide for the establishment of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission to make further and better provisions for the prevention of corruption and for matters necessary thereto and connected therewith.
So right now I will interview someone else about our movie right now. Okay? Let's go. Hey guys, so I just want a few questions to ask to you guys. Okay? So right now we show you another movie to you guys, and then just like the same place just now, or the other place, classify the law that's suitable for this movie. Yeah. Okay.
I think written law. Since the hotel owner could be charged under the law that is enacted by the Parliament, which is the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission Act 2009, that state that offering or accepting gratification in return for influence, decision or power is a crime.
So what about the others?
I think it's a substantive law. It's give government's rights, duties and liabilities among citizens and government. And it also defines the legal rules and principles which is guide the court in decision making. In this scene, it sets out what counts as an illegal bribe, the elements of the offence like offering, giving and receiving gratification, as well as the punishments like fines and imprisonment.
So what about you?
As for me, I think it's procedural law, which is the law that governs the procedure in the enforcement of rights and duties under substantive law. Since this scene has to do with bribery, the hotel owner will be investigated using the procedures in Criminal Procedure Code (CPC). CPC outlines the process from arrest, investigation, trial in court, sentencing, and subsequent appeals. The procedures in CPC have to be followed to
franchise rights to representation and emphasizes the resumption of innocence until proven guilty.
Okay. So, any anyone you guys to share?
I think that's all.
Okay, so thank you so much. Right now, let's find someone to interview. Miss.
Yes.
Can I interview you?
Sure.
So, Miss, what is the classification of law from this clip?
As the clip shows the hotel owner offering Anwar a suitcase filled with money to bribe him, I'd say it falls under criminal law.
Criminal law. Okay.
Since
Why?
criminal law is meant to deal with crimes and punishment, its main goal is to punish the wrongdoer. So, the hotel owner, by offering money, could be charged for offering a bribe. And if Anwar accepted, he would be also liable for receiving a bribe.
So maybe the classification of law?
I'd say public law as well, since it involves the relationship between the state and individuals. Public law is meant to protect public interest, and so Anwar, as a government figure, represents the public interest. The act of offering money would compromise his public duties as a government official. Besides that, criminal law also falls under public law.
Okay. Any classification that you want to tell us?
Maybe national law?
Okay.
Since national law is made of rules and principles that govern the relationship between citizens, both Anwar and the hotel owner are Malaysian, so they would be charged under the Malaysian domestic legal system and not like other countries like Singapore, since they're both from Malaysia.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's it for me.
Okay. Thank you, Miss.